right, good evening, everybody. Glad you could be with us. I'm Shon Gables in our Atlanta News First studio, getting myself adjusted as we prepare for another fantastic evening on Friday. Are you glad it's the weekend? I certainly am. It is Friday, July 26th. We have a lot of news stories that we're covering in our Atlanta News First studio. We're in the heart of Atlanta. We have multiple reporters covering two big stories. One, a follow-up to a cold case that was broken because of a social media post. And then also, we are going to be at a vigil tonight honoring a gentleman who was beloved in the city of Atlanta, was a restaurant owner, was known for giving back to the community. He was gunned down in front of one of his new restaurants that he was about to open. Our Bridget Spencer is there for that. But let's start you with this story that we're covering involving right here, this young girl. It's an update to a missing case that we've been following for 2 months. Luck was definitely on her parents' side after a social media post cracked the case wide open in Hall County. Tonight at 11, Atlanta News First Carly Barnett, she's going to talk with experts on aggressive steps that parents need to take to ensure that their child is safe using social media. A lot of us are thinking, oh, this won't happen to my child. Experts are saying that's not the case. Some of these people are targeting kids as young as in the elementary grade. So you don't want to miss that story. And then our Adam Murphy tonight speaks with authorities about the multi-state search to find the 12-year-old girl and how she went missing from her Gainesville family. Here's Adam Murphy with more.
Yeah, and I know, but look at her, that's why we had no airspace.
34-year-old Antonio Augustin is now in police custody, accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a missing 12-year-old Gainesville girl.
Given the fact, that she was 12 years old, I mean, she's a child. And to, for her to be able to put herself out there and there's folks that will prey, on children, and that's what happened in this situation.
The sheriff said the young girl had been communicating with Augustin on Facebook Messenger and other online apps, informing him she was unhappy and wanted to leave her home. According to investigators, that's when Augustin drove 9 hours to Georgia to pick her up and take her back to Dover, Ohio.
They traveled back to Ohio that same day, and to our knowledge, have been there ever since.
The young girl was reported missing on May 29th, last seen at her home in Gainesville. Signs were posted everywhere, offering a $50,000 reward for her safe return. Then, just last week, investigators got a break in the case when the young girl reached out to her father online.
She had created a new Facebook page so she could reach out to him to tell him that she was okay and that she was not coming home. And she also asked him to stop looking for her.
Investigators traveled to northeastern Ohio this week and found her with a 34-year-old man at a swimming pool in the city of Dover. Augustin was arrested, and the young girl was brought home.
I can't let this moment go without imploring our parents, grandparents, and guardians to watch over their children very closely.
The sheriff said the charges against Augustin will be filed in the coming days. He also thanked the community for their tireless effort in bringing home the young girl safely. On Westside Drive in Gainesville, Adam Murphy, Atlanta News First.
And another story that we're following tonight, this one impacts the election. And there is a huge effort right now to get the vote of millennials. We have another story also impacting just the vote itself. There was a big, huge debacle in Cobb County. 2 Cobb County Commission seats are back up for grabs after a judge ruled that the county used an unconstitutional electoral map in their most recent election. Atlanta News First Chelsea Beimfor is in downtown Marietta with what this is going to mean for voters and their outreach.
I'm Rachel Aragon outside the Loudermill Conference Center here in downtown Atlanta, where people are working hard to get Gen Z voters out to the polls this November. Voters Up Tomorrow is a Gen Z-led organization working to get the next generation engaged this election season. The organization, which has endorsed Kamala Harris for president, is holding a summit today and tomorrow to get young people civically engaged. On Saturday, Harris will give a virtual address to those at the Voters of Tomorrow Summit. Young Republicans in Georgia also say they're working to connect with Gen Z and believe that there are plenty of young people who will support the Republican ticket this November.
Okay, that was Rachel Aragon reporting. Just a quick reminder here. I spoke about the election debacle in, let's go back to this. I spoke about the election debacle in Cobb County. That story impacts, there was some redistricting that apparently, big confusion. It's been the redistricting and the lines have been readjusted after it was taken to court, and so now the courts are now throwing out that election, and the voters in Cobb County will have to re-vote for 2 Cobb County Commission seats. That was a report that our reporter Chelsea Bimeford did. You can also find more on that on our website, atlantanewsfirst.com. Our final story tonight, this one, anyone can win. Just a reminder, we're raffling off 2,600 tickets for a chance to win a new 4x4 Jeep Compass Latitude. There it is right there. And it's sitting directly in front of the home that we're giving away, valued at $675,000. And I'm going to fix this real quick so you can figure out how you can get your ticket. All you have to do is text a dream home at 470-777-WANF. The home has 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, a gourmet kitchen, a large rear deck, an oversized drive under garage where you can put your brand new Jeep Compass Latitude. Somebody's going to win this because we are picking the winner August 15th. So there is no limit on how many tickets you can purchase. The winner will be picked on August 15th. I hope it's you, but you got to be in it to win it. So text the 2 words, Dream Home, to 470-777-WANF. We will send you a link and make sure that you get a ticket, or at least get the link so you can reserve your ticket. Again, we're picking this August 15th. There's not a lot of time to do this, so get in while you can. And just one final look at the city.
Ooh,
I don't
interesting.
know. Is that rain
It is
on the
rain.
right side?
Oh, yes, Meteorologist Shon Gables. First alert, Meteorologist Shon
Well,
Gables.
the scary part is I thought that we were already fully dry, so it's still scattered.
It's we'll say spotty.
Spotty.
It's not widespread. It's not a super soaker, not a washout, but a couple showers out there.
So we
Best
have
we can
First
do.
Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin, who has been very kind to say that I can at least spot the rain on the skyline. It's a
some
beautiful
can't.
skyline, but folks are
It
getting
is.
ready for the weekend. Really tired of the rain, but are we out of drought conditions now? Because we've got a lot.
So we've had a lot of rain in a short amount of time, but they look at so many variables. What is soil moisture doing? What is moisture like in leaves and stuff like that? So it may take. Well, you're from Oklahoma,
Yeah.
Southern Plains saying here takes a while to get in a drought, takes a while to get
get
out of a drought,
drought.
and it will take a little while. But
But we
Shawnee,
had quite the soaking.
we did, and it will be drier. I know that's kind of a pessimistic view from our Skycam today, and tomorrow rain is spotty. It does get wetter, but Sean, I think we can sneak in the outdoor plans. You just have to watch out for little showers like
Look,
these.
if you look real close at the monitor, you can see the rainfall dropping into the monitor.
And I'm looking outside, and there's peaks of sunshine. But we could see a rainbow here if we tilted that camera around.
You know what it says? There's hope when there's a rainbow. Well, Cutter, I'm going to let you take over.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you can always catch our newscasts tonight. Make sure you don't miss Blair Miller, myself, along with sports anchor Emily Gagnon. And, of course, Patrick Pete is going to be with us tonight at 11. But you also have YouTube TV. You've got Roku TV.
Any place.
Any place. We're all there all the time. And have you bought your ticket for the St. Jude Green House
Unfortunately,
giveaway? You can't win, but you can still support.
I can
You
donate.
can support the kids. You can donate.
Have you bought your
I
ticket?
bought one
Have-
ticket. I
Oh.
bought one ticket just to help support the cause. We cannot win.
Right.
But August 15th is the day.
Yeah, so you have like 2.5, 3 weeks.
Good luck.
Take the rain as a sign. Go buy that ticket. There's a nice covered porch where you can enjoy the rain, by the way, up at that dream home. Oh, there's the rainbow, Sean. You just missed it. Right over Midtown Atlanta. In fact, you're looking at it right now. Again, that is a gorgeous rainbow we are looking at, and I'm going to pop me up here in a moment. But hey, let's enjoy the rainbow. Don't often get to see that. It is a stunner of a rain shower moving through West Midtown, looking back towards Midtown, and you can see it there, screen left. That is where we are seeing the rainbow, kind of right over the connector. Typically, though, we know the pot of gold is not on the freeway, not on that freeway in particular. But hey, it could be worse out there. We are tracking a little bit of rain, so do keep that in mind. But also some sunshine and some drier weather in the forecast. So it's going to be much like this. A lot of the day is dry, but occasionally a couple of showers popping up across North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. Again, I'm going to be checking back in on that view momentarily. In fact, I can probably switch it around and give you a better vantage point of the rainbow and the rain shower moving through. If you're just tuning in, maybe your first time watching, I'm First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin. Thank you for tuning in, and want to remind you, if you have any weather questions, comments, concerns, we are here to keep you updated, and this is a truly a conversation. If you need any clarification on the forecast, any parts of the forecast, again, we will be keeping you updated, and you can ask those weather questions, address any weather comments, concerns that you have on YouTube. Atlanta News First is the account to like and to follow. So before we get into radar, I'm going to track this shower moving through Atlanta right now. We've had a couple, but I do want to also pull up the camera here. That rainbow is even clearer than it was a few moments ago, but I'm going to have to move and tilt that camera just a bit to the left. So bear with me. Hopefully we still have the sunshine before it gives way to kind of the darker sky and we lose that rainbow. I'm panning that cam as quickly as I can. Then we're going to pop this back up here right over Midtown Atlanta. All right, we're going to cut that camera back over. Still in the process of moving. There is that gorgeous rainbow right over the connector. Midtown Atlanta. Downpour is moving on. The setting sun still casting some light on the raindrops. It is reflecting that light. That light, I should say, is reflecting and refracting off of the raindrops, and there were a lot of them. And we are getting now a pretty decent rainbow out there. Again, it is a pretty sight. I do think that the forecast will continue to gradually dry out as we get a little bit deeper into the evening. So it is not going to be a soaker of an evening. That is good news. But there could still be some shower activity here for the next hour or so. So keep in mind, could be a little bit of rain. We will continue to keep you updated. Just switching around some of my graphics here, and then we will be back on in just a moment. Just having to switch around some graphics really quickly to make sure we have the proper graphics up here for you. And again, thank you for being patient as we switch around some of our sources. As we switch between news and weather, sometimes takes just a moment, but here you are right now. First alert radar tracking those showers that are moving southward, kind of a different movement from the past couple of days. We had a couple showers already move through West Midtown, move through the Hartsfield-Jackson, world's busiest airport, move over that tarmac. It was pouring just a few moments ago. Switching over the radar mode here in actually, you know what? No, yeah, we'll switch over. This is going to give you a more high-definition look and kind of a better street-by-street look at where it is pouring and where it's not, because these showers are small. It could be raining, on one street and 2-3 blocks away. It's not even sprinkling. Nonetheless, this is the shower that we were watching moving through our location here, McCaslin at 14th, West Midtown, kind of brushing Midtown, mainly, though, the heavy rain west of the connector, much like that first shower. This downpour, too, headed towards College Park, East Point, Riverdale, right over Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, and we're still seeing, again, I'm going to pop it back up now, that rainbow. That's the shower that we were just tracking. Rainbow now has moved location. Of course, as the shower moves, the point at which you see the rainbow is going to continue to adjust. Now looking like it's over in the Ponce Highland, Old Fourth Ward area beyond Midtown as that shower continues to push off to the south and to the southeast. Temperatures rain-cooled in many spots. Case in point, Hartsfield-Jackson down to 77 after a high temperature today in the lower 90s. 86 in LaGrange currently, 83 in Eatonton, 82 in Thomaston. Dog walk forecast. I know a lot of folks getting home from the office on this Friday need to get the dog out quick. No significant problems. We're going to keep that yellow paw print going, that simple heads up that, hey, there's going to be a couple of showers around here for the next couple of hours. Spotty evening showers and thunderstorms still in the first alert forecast, but it will not be a washout. Rain is not going to be widespread. It's not going to last all evening, and I really don't think it's going to cause too much of an issue for your evening plans. So there is some good news in there. We still need a little bit of rain, as Sean and I were just talking about. It takes a while to get into a drought. It takes a while to get out of the drought. And we will still be, being thankful for every raindrop we can get after a very hot, dry stretch where we were really kind of getting concerned about developing drought conditions. But we've kind of put the cap on that and starting to see increasing moisture levels in soil and rivers, lakes coming back up. So this is good news for the most part. I know maybe not the most convenient for the plans or for that dog walk, but it's not going to be a washout. Rain will move on, and we're going to dry out tonight, tomorrow morning. I think a pretty nice start to the day. With low temperatures in the upper 60s, lower 70s. Average low 72. Tomorrow morning forecasting 73 for the city of Atlanta. Mildest inside the perimeter, I-285. All of that pavement in this warmer, more muggy weather pattern, kind of keeping it warmer. You get outside of I-285, the perimeter, though, and temperatures do trend cooler just a bit. Upper 60s to right around 70. 72 in Thomaston, 73 in Eatonton, 70 in Helen, 68 in Ellijay. Your forecast low temperature tomorrow morning, kind of a pleasant start up in the mountains. Not quite as muggy up across the higher elevations of our north and northeast Georgia. And once we're past that, low temperature point of the day, which is generally 6:30, 7:30 or so in the morning this time of year, we're going to start to warm back up. 83 at noon. Lots of clouds. There will be some sunshine too, though. It's not going to be a solid overcast. Much like today, wake up to some clouds, maybe some patchy fog. We'll break out of some of those clouds, see some sunshine. Sunshine pushing temperatures back into the mid to upper 80s tomorrow afternoon. Some will be in the lower 90s, just a touch warmer than average. As you can see in this hour-by-hour forecast, warmest point tomorrow probably between 3 and 6 p.m. Typically our high is about 5:30 p.m. This time of year, and that's much going to be the case tomorrow with an isolated 20 to 30% chance of showers and a couple of thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and early evening. Across the board, temperature is seasonably warm. Average high 90. Today we were about 90, 91. Still waiting on that official word. In fact, we might have just gotten it from the National Weather Service. So about the same tomorrow for reference there. And it will still be humid. It will still be a little bit muggy. So do keep that in mind. Still going to feel just a little bit uncomfortable outside with the warm and humid conditions lingering for yet another day. But hey, if you like the humidity, the mugginess, this is your type of weather pattern. The grass, the plants certainly love it, right? With these occasional showers. And actually looks like they brought that number down just a bit. 89, your official high temperature, at least as of 4:37. Oh, that's weird. 8:16 now. So we might still get another update. Typically we do top of the 8 o'clock hour. And it's kind of telling you what I'm looking at here from the National Weather Service. They let us know how warm, how cool it was, what the high, what the low was at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Of course, that is the official climate site for the city of Atlanta. But we likely were just warmer than that. That is saying that temperature occurred at 2:54 p.m. I believe we're close to 90. Top of the 5 o'clock hour. Of course, that was after this report came out. So we'll be getting that new report here shortly. We will have it for you coming up tonight at 10 p.m. on Peachtree TV, Atlanta's CW affiliate. Then Patrick Peed, First Alert Meteorologist Patrick Peed, has a look at the forecast as well as how warm it got today on the news at 11 p.m. 1 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to skip tomorrow morning's, radar forecast. It's going to be a dry start. We're not really worried about rain in the morning. I'll go ahead and bring it back for you just in case. But again, here we are, 5, 6, 7 a.m. Dry locally. But I think as we get into noon, and this forecast model tends to overdo this really light stuff. So where you see the very light green, maybe a sprinkle. I think most are dry. Yeah, lots of clouds, but mostly dry tomorrow morning. As we get into tomorrow afternoon, watch how isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms develop. It will not be a washout. Not everyone will see rain, and it certainly won't rain all day, even in neighborhoods that do get a quick downpour. So just be casually aware. There will be some showers and thunderstorms around tomorrow. Keep those precipitation and lightning alerts turned on in the First Alert weather app. So if you're sitting by the pool, last weekend of summer for so many students, so a lot of families getting outside, do so. Don't cancel the plans. Just if you hear a rumble, head inside or have the app be alerted to those downpours, those showers and storms before maybe they even get close to your plans. You may even be alerted. I was earlier today, before I even heard the first boom of thunder, alerted to showers and thunderstorms, kind of popping up in my vicinity. Sunday is looking a little wetter. I still think we're going to start the day dry, upper 60s and lower 70s the rule, though maybe mid 70s for wake-up numbers Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms popping up, and I do think Sunday afternoon will be a little stormier than Saturday afternoon. So Saturday is still the peak day of the weekend for the outdoor plans, but Sunday won't be terrible. And speaking of Saturday and Sunday this weekend, and to what Shon Gables was talking about earlier, perfect weekend to check out the St. Jude Dream Home Open House up in Cumming, 141 Birch Tree Way up in Cumming, and it's a beautiful neighborhood, a beautiful home. Full information, how to get there, times. It's noon to 5, but there's some more specific details there. We've had some food trucks out at these events. It's really fun, noon to 5, Saturday and Sunday. Go and give it a look. And reminder, this is not the final open house weekend, but it is one of the final times you can go and check the house out for yourself. After Sunday, First Alert Weather Day Monday, rain and storms become more widespread, so longer duration, more neighborhoods impacted, a little harder to get the plans in without being interrupted by rain. So we put on that First Alert Weather Day, that first alert, the simple heads up that, hey, Monday, out of the next 7 days, probably has the worst of the weather that is most likely to impact your outdoor plans. And then Tuesday, still some scattered showers and thunderstorms drying out, heating back up, maybe back in the low to mid-90s as we get into next Thursday and Friday. Doesn't look like we have anyone in the live chat. Folks watching, but no one commenting. So hopefully you have the first alert forecast. Want to remind you, in just a little bit, we'll be back on Atlanta News First on Peachtree TV, Atlanta CW affiliate, starting at 10 p.m. I'll have the 10 to 10:30 half hour. First alert meteorologist Patrick Pete back 10:30 to 11 p.m. on Peachtree TV, and then on Atlanta News First WANF this evening at 11 p.m. Don't anticipate any huge changes to the forecast. Nonetheless, if you want that last check, see if there are any little remnant showers still roaming the region, you can check in with us at 11 p.m. He'll also have your out-the-door forecast for Sunday, and we'll continue to keep you updated on AtlantaNewsFirst.com and in the First Alert weather app. We're going to give you a view outside. Showers and thunderstorms are gradually shifting southward. Still a few of those rumblers, downpours out there. Rainbow is gone. It was gorgeous earlier. A brief little shower here in West Midtown. Moving through Midtown now down towards the airport. Reminder, you can also stream some of these live cams at AtlantaNewsFirst.com. Have a wonderful Friday evening. Stay dry. Enjoy the weekend. Wetter weather is back next week.